saw it, but I didn't have any speakers on the time. So
I saw it. Now, number one, Tom Cruise looks old.
Yes, he does. He's probably supposed to, though.
I know he's not a young dude, but he's aged a bit. I think Katie Holmes stole some youth from that man. So this trailer looks pretty fucking terrible. It looks just, it's got the same commanding officer, and he's like Maverick, you should be a 2-star admiral by now, but you're just a captain. Why do you think that is? Then it shows him on his motorbike and doing crazy shit in his plane, and
yeah, doesn't he just say some things in life are just a mystery?
No. The big line in the trailer right at the end, he goes, Maverick, pilots like you are going extinct. And he goes, well, maybe, but not today. I was like, that, what?
That's pathetic.
It was really bad. And then he gave his like Tom Cruise like little sideways smile there, but it was an old dude trying to look like Tom Cruise. It looks rough. Like it's not going to be. It's going to be wildly popular.
Yeah.
He pulls the tarp off the motorbike and cleans it all up, and it's oh god, just what a fucking jack me off because I'm Tom Cruise movie.
I was just really disappointed to see that they had to do the glorified fucking volleyball fucking scene.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, come on.
That's even really? In the trailer. Why would you put that in the trailer for the new one? Like, oh, well, he's kind of old and fat now, and let's throw in the volleyball scene.
Yeah, just to let everybody know that there's a volleyball scene in that one.
And I get the sense that Iceman is dead in this. I think he loses Iceman too, and that's why he's all crazy and rogue.
Yeah, well, Iceman died in the first one, so that makes sense.
No, Goose died in the first one.
Oh, that's right. It's Goose that died. Wasn't Iceman? It's Goose.
Iceman was
Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer, right?
Yeah. And
still fully maintain there needs to be a porno movie called The Iceman Cometh. That just has to happen.
I'm surprised there isn't.
There probably is. I don't know for him.
So looking forward to that now.
But
trying to find that.
This looks horrible. I always hate sequels that come out 30 years after the original because they're always god awful. Whatever spirit the people had at the time that movie was made, they don't have it now, and you can't recapture it.
No.
And they just picked the wrong. Like, there's a steady string of Tom Cruise movies I don't want sequels to, and I'm one of the few that really like the man.
I like Tom Cruise, I do.
But we need to get off. We need to get off these sequel things that happen. If it's not like made to be that, you can't just write it. You know, like if it's not pre-planned to have that sequel, you can't just throw one in later and think it's going to work.
Yeah, no.
Like this Top Gun. Work. Nobody gives a fuck. We're not all pro. You know how pro fucking Air Force we were at the time? And this is great. It's great. It's getting us prepped for the war with Iran. I guarantee that's why they're doing it. Because we'll all be all horny for war after we see this, and we won't mind when they go bomb Iran.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Who just took a British ship hostage, by the way. The Iranians.
What?
The Iranians apparently just captured a British tanker vessel. Allegedly.
I don't know. I'm not believing any of this.
I'm not either, but it's going to get us all ready to go watch Tom Cruise. Then we're going to be like, fuck yeah, we want some more.
And then next thing you know, all over the radios you're going to hear fucking Team America.
Oh, yeah.
America! Fuck yeah!
Because Trump isn't as subtle as Bush about it. But we have to stop this. Like Wall Street 2 was a embarrassment. There's another Shia LaBeouf fucking dropping the ball. What the hell is wrong with Shia LaBeouf?
Where do I start?
That kid. I used to love that kid. When he was a little kid, he had a really funny show on the Family Channel. Yes, Even Stevens.
He did that movie Holes, didn't he?
Holes was a great movie. And
Holes was a very good movie.
Holes was one of my favorite children's books. I was ecstatic when they made a movie out of it, and they did a pretty damn good job with it.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, he discovered coke or something.
If he didn't, he sure should have.
But yeah, Wall Street 2 was that's a bad. Why does Wall Street need a 2? It really doesn't. It didn't. It ended just fine.
Yeah. Yeah, Wall Street was a really good movie.
Like shit like Rocky. That's fine. Make 10 of those. That's great. Don't make Glengarry Glen Ross 2. It's not, we don't need it. Top Gun, no, it ended fine. It had a good ending. We don't need another Top Gun.
I wonder why they haven't done an Alf movie yet.
We have an episode on that.
Yes, we do.
I raged about that. I will continue to rage. Why do we have Independence Day 2 and not a fucking Alf movie? That's an alien movie we need.
And Independence Day 2, again, I understand their marketing on this one, but it really pissed me off when every city that they marketed showed the destruction of that particular city, even though none of it was in the movie.
Well, yeah, that's good. That's just good.
That pissed me off.
Yeah, well, we don't need Independence Day 2.
No,
which was
that pissed me off.
Very much just like the first. It's like Speed 2. Why did they... Come on! After I fix Canada, I'm fixing Hollywood.
Did you actually like Speed? I fucking hated that movie.
Speed's a terrible movie.
Now, it was fucking stupid.
I have a very special place in my heart for Sandra Bullock. No one agrees with me on that, but I adore Sandra Bullock. I'm madly in love with her. So I will accept it for her being in it, but it's a god-awful movie. They all phoned it in. Nobody's good. Like, you can see the look on Bill Pullman's face. He's just, like, counting money in his head and seeing how much effort he has to put into every scene.
Yeah, which is very fucking minimal.
Oh, the bare minimum. I love him for that. You could tell he was just, like, didn't want to be there. Didn't care less.
Just there for the fucking paycheck and nothing else.
Dennis Hopper has been the same character for 75 years. He ran up a giant drug debt in about 1918, and he's had to pay it off ever since, and that's why he does any movie.
Wow. That must have been one hell of a coke debt.
It was huge. It was him and Al Capone were partying. And he lost a bet to Capone, and that was it. He had to do shitty movies forever. Except for an epic performance in True Romance, just to show everyone he could still do that. And then right back to shit. But yeah, Speed is awful. And you guys, there's about 800 out of the 700,000 podcasts, about 600,000 of them are like movie guys watching movies and talking about them. Do a Speed episode. I want to hear what people think about Speed, because I think Keanu Reeves is hilarious to me. I love that guy's a thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And he's like got the best answers for everything.
He's been Ted. He's just been Ted from Bill and Ted in every fucking movie he's ever done. He's just Ted. Whoa.
And yet, Bill's fucking career got fucking ruined because of that movie. Keanu Reeves is like the biggest star in the world.
Right? Alex Winters must just have a dartboard with Keanu Reeves on it. He throws the rest of the cast of Lost Boys at. To get Alex with the only original one who went on to do Lost Boys 2. Sorry, Alex. That sucks, buddy. But I always thought you put Keanu Reeves in a movie with Joey Lawrence and it'd be the greatest buddy cop movie ever. Joey Lawrence, the older brother from Blossom. Yeah. So you just have Keanu Reeves. The whole dialogue for the movie would be like, whoa, 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 whoa. That's it. Full movie. That's basically what he did with what's the fucking dog prick guy? John Wick?
No, John Wick is such a great movie.
We need 3 of those.
Yeah, but those are deserved. John Wick is an awesome premise. It's a great fucking movie. It's acted so fucking well.
You want to see a good movie about a dog? Watch 7 Psychopaths. 7 Psychopaths, great movie based around a dog. Much better than John Wick. But that's Keanu. That's what he does, and he's the biggest actor in the world. The Matrix were fucking terrible. I know you love the concept, but they're horrible movies.
what's his name? Lawrence Fishburne. In my opinion, he actually ruined that whole fucking theory.
Lawrence Fishburne ruins just about everything he does.
His stupid glasses that don't have fucking ear holders, fuck off. That shit wouldn't stay on anywhere. I don't care who you are.
That's the part of the movie that was fake for you? Really?
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, that was funny. There's an answer I get. Well, I'll tell you off the air, but we should do a movie show. If you're not around tomorrow, Sunday night, we're going to do a movie show.
We're going to do a movie show?
Yeah, we'll do a movie show. We'll talk about movies, because I want to talk about this more. There's a whole list of them coming out this summer that I want to just fucking tear apart. And I seriously want to petition anyone who's listening. I don't understand the lack of Alf movie. If ever the world needed Alf, it's now. And a good Alf movie.
And they could do it in memory because the father from that show just died recently.
That's what a horrible thing to happen in the world. Another guy who had one character. He was in 750 TV shows. He was the same character every time. And just hailed as this, credit to his profession. Did nothing.
Nothing. No. Nothing.
And I understand the writer of Alf was not popular. There's a great movie about him called Permanent Midnight. Ben Stiller, very, very early Ben Stiller movie. All about the guy who created Alf. Big,
really? I never knew about that.
Big, giant heroin pig. Very troubled person. So I understand there's a little reluctance. I don't want the backstory. I don't care about that. I want to see what happened. The show ended on a cliffhanger. Pick it up from there.
So what happened? What's Alf been up to?
It was one of the most epic cliffhangers of all time, and it got canceled. Anyway, if you don't know, look it up. And a giant spoiler alert, if you've never seen Alf, you probably won't. So it ends with him in a field. His girlfriend finally comes from Melmac to pick him up after 4 arduous seasons of wondering what was going to happen. Willie is there, and the alien task force is there, and the ship is hovering above. And Alf looks back and he goes, "Willie, what do I do?" And it says, "To be continued," and it never was. Epic. What a thing to pick up a movie on. Now pick up the movie right there in the field. Gunshots going off, and you don't know where Alf is, and Willie dives into the car to save Kate, and the older sister, I don't even remember her name right now, takes her shirt off for no reason, but...
Alf, my titties!
Or to, stop the blood. That's obviously someone gets nicked by a bullet, and she has to take off her shirt to make a tourniquet. That at least make it realistic. What the hell was her name?
Then she puts her her brother gets fucking shot, and she has to put his head up next to
Lynn,
her head.
thank you. Lynn.
Her name is Lynn?
Lynn.
Oh, that was the name of the show. That's right, Lynn, yeah.
And the brother, what happened to him? None of those actors are in a, where are they now thing. They probably all work at Bed Bath & Beyond. See, I tie it all together at the end there for you guys.
I did.
That's called good radio.
Good.
What a pointless week this has been.
Although I think episode 1 this week for us was fucking spectacular.
Probably.
Yeah.
We'll let the fans decide. It's always about a week later we find out what they think. And they're the ones who matter. My opinion doesn't matter, and I'm always wrong anyway.
And I'm always right.
Because the ones I think are going to be fantastic are not popular in the way. And,
by the way, just because you don't get to see this ever because you live in BC, I am standing here watching a lightning storm.
That's very cool. I miss lightning.
You don't get to see lightning. Yeah, you don't see lightning out there.
Not very often.
No, I've just seen 20 flashes, and there's another big one. Just seen 21 flashes now in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, our mosquitoes are also the size of bugs and not the size of German automobiles. So.
Oh my god!
Fair trade.
I literally have been talking about that all fucking summer now. I'm thinking I've got bites all over me, and these things will buzz. The mosquitoes in Ontario will bite you through your clothes.
Oh yeah.
And that's not even a joke. That's not even a punchline. That's fucking legit truth.
Oh no doubt. Anyone with a small dog has to be worried.
It's insane.
Yeah, it is
fucking
insane.
Mosquitoes out here are so fucking bad.
So